Hey guys, it's Swain over there, and today I will be discussing Salazar's Highlander Warrior in this video. So I will be giving you quick tips and a mulligan guide and a few information about the deck. So maybe it may help you to choose whether you want to craft this deck or play this deck or just go with another. So here's my opinions about this deck. So as you know, warriors were dominating. I said were because I don't believe that anymore with the Control Warrior, present Control Warrior deck and the meta. Because of that, many people went to craft warriors, game lengths gone like 20 or higher minutes, and which made the game boring. Boring because you know that drop Town Crier or whatever Eternium Rover and go passive and wait until 7th turn. You know that. And after playing the Doctor Boom, just use hero power, use Elysiana, make the game longer than 25 minutes, and so on. So wait for your opponent to die. So I hated Control Warrior. To be honest, I was looking a way to hack them, and this is the right way. So when you're playing the Highlander Warrior, you will be having also like 15 minutes per game average, but you will be using your brain much more than a Control Warrior because this deck has variations. You don't have to do every single play, exact every single play on every little game. So this deck makes you think about it. This because you have only one card per deck on your deck, so you will be have to more cautious to use them wisely. You have only one brawl, so you will be looking out away without a brawl, without a warpath. So you will be thinking, so you will be trying to make combos. So this will keep you alive at the game, as I believe so, because playing a control warrior makes your brain melt. I just think like that. It's your opinion. But this deck, I know many of the people will be thinking like, oh, it's another control warrior. Let's pass it, guys. We hate warrior. Let's end the warrior meta. I see. But this is much different than a regular control warrior. So, let's talk about the synergies. I will be adding a game between me and the control warrior. So I will be briefly explaining how to be versusing against a control warrior there. So I will be talk about little bit of synergies and maybe it will help you the card choices, whatever you prefer. So we have Eternium Rover, we have Omega Assembly. I will be briefly explaining for a person who have never played a warrior before on these two expansions. So a little bit pro players might overhear this and skip this session, but I would like to briefly explain for everyone so everyone would enjoy this deck perfectly. So Eternium Rover is a must, also a mech, gives takes gives 2 armor when you take damage with this minion. Omega Assembly, please use this at 10 mana only. Whatever the situation is, don't waste it because you only get one and this is the late game savior of yours. So please use it. 10 mana. Town Crier, draw a rush minion from your deck, which we have 3, I suppose. Militia Commander, Restless Mummy, and also Ziliax. But please do not hold these 3 on your mulligan. Please try to pull a Town Crier. If you are versusing Aggro Rogue or something like that, you may hold the Reborn Minion, which is Restless Mummy, if you wish, but I do not prefer that. Python Flunky, this card is not very important in the beginning of the game, to be honest. You want this when you have Armadillo in your hand, when you want Ziliax in your hand, and when you have Tomb Warden in your hand. So, this is not a very early card, so don't rush it. What are we looking for on Flunky? We were looking for another Armadillo, another Ziliax, another Tomb Warden, whatever it is. Whatever, you may pick anything. So this is a good card. Please do not play your uh, taunt minions without an Armadillo buff. You know, at 6 mana, taunt 4 to 7 body seems good, but you have to have Ziliax or Tomb Warden to buff in your hand. So please do not waste your Armadillo in one time. So, what about the others? Weapons Project, as Salazar said, he might want to change Weapons Project and Harrison Jones for, I guess it's Faceless and the Baleful Banker. But I think that this will slower your deck against Warriors because when you do that, yes, you will get second Elysiana, that's right, but you will let the Elysiana hit you for 7. This is a big value. So I think that will be slow, but if you prefer that, you might do that. It's okay. It's not a such problem, but you also have Youthful Brewmaster if you haven't used on your Zephyrs. Please do not use your Youthful Brewmaster for nothing. When it comes to this card, this is the best card on this expansion, no doubt, no doubt. This is the best card, gives you win condition, gives you salvation, whatever you need, this is your man. So using this card wisely, you need to use it with your Youthful Master and also before spending your mana. This is very important. If you use it at 2 mana, 0 mana, 3 mana, you will be getting lower cards. So you won't be getting 8 cost cards on your 0 mana turn. So use it wisely. I've seen many people using this card on turn 2 or such. The mates do that. And no, you don't do that. Just wait. This is a great opportunity to turn your game from their side to your side. So you should be cautious and you should be careful when using it because this is your game changer and you might stick with it. So, Acolyte of Pain. This card, you need this card for aggro versions. You know, you need this card because in the beginning of the game you have lack of drawing options. So this will give you drawing options. Do not drop this on a warrior game. Nope, never. In warrior games, we are looking for, against control warriors, not the aggro warriors, we are looking for our opponent to draw more cards than us and go to Elysiana 2 or 3 turns before us because they play 2 shield blocks and there's their card draw chance. So if he is going to fatigue 2 rounds before us, this is a win for us. Don't forget it. Don't forget it. So, Mind Control Tech. I'm not sure about this card, but it might sometimes work. I mean against Test Rogues, Priest, Witch, and also Aggro, also Murloc Paladins, which goes on boards with many minions. So you might able to pull some with this. But if you are not having very much value against a warrior, you might have trouble to use this card. So I prefer to just let it out of my hand sometimes because my hand goes full. So shield block not gonna be used on warrior matchups. In warrior matchups, you have 28 cards. Forget these, and these. You don't need a snip snap. Normally, I won't take Snip Snap on my decks, to be honest, because there's a little bit of max synergy, but you might use it to buff your Ziliax, or on the second turn with coin, you might use it to buff your Eternium Rover, which I like that. I like that 3 to 6 Eternium Rover. Give me some, give me some. Military Commander is your card which uh, basically kills whatever you want on the board as single target, you keep it. Omega Devastator, this is something else. You keep it, and also with Dr. Boom, it gives rush, which means you will be dealing 4 more damage on a minion in board. Restless Mummy, I like this card. To be honest, I like this card. So it's easy to clear 6 mana, 6 health, 5 health minions. Also clear 2 minions on the board whatever you want. Big Game Hunter is a must on your deck. It's totally worth for your 400 dusts. no doubt. Uh, it may have 5 mana, that may be a problem, but you need this card because mages uses giants, warriors use magnetic. That guy, 7 mana, 4 to 8. Magnetic can't be tied to spells or hero powers, guys. So this is the guy you need to destroy them. Brawl, essential card. You know what it does. Everyone does. Dynomatic is a must. Harrison Jones. You may dismiss Harrison Jones because, yeah, I don't think you will be having a lot of value out of Harrison Jones, but it might be working. So if you have any other option in your mind, please tell me about it, and so we can discuss on the comments below. Plague of Wraith, you need this card, and you need this. Where is it? Rolling. This is a great combo. You don't do this with Warpath, guys. You just 6 mana, Plague of Wrath, and also Whirlwind before Whirlwind after Plague of Wrath. So you will be using this combo. And also, it works with your Dr. Boom hero power. Deal 1 damage to all enemy characters. So use this wisely. You will be needing a Super Collider out of discussion. This is the most, I think, most valuable weapon in the entire game. Since you're using Warrior, playing Warrior, you will be having a lot of armor, so you won't be frightened to trade damages between minions and you. So this will be good. And Ziliax, it's a must on every deck. No argument needed. Armageddon, we need to buff our Ziliax and Tomb Warden, and the guy comes from Flanky. It's a good pick. I didn't have this, and I crafted for this deck, and I need this. I need this, so you do. So do you. Dr. Boom, no questions. Siamat, this will be the next Ziliax, in my opinion. So you either craft it or find it from decks. Card packs, sorry. You need this. This is a game changer also. Tomb Warden, a great card, buffs with Armageddon Law, and goes 5 to 8, and gets Rush when you have Dr. Boom on your hand. Whatever more you need, and Elysiana is a must. And also, late game option for us, Arquist Elysiana is a must. So these are our cards. And let's see a warrior, a Highlander warrior versus a control warrior game phase. So this is the perfect example of a game versus control warrior. So in the mulligan, I'm looking for one mana drops, or perhaps I could keep Flanky. So I go with Flanky only, and I get to choose Eternium Rover at the beginning of the game, which is an advantage for me. Also, he doesn't drops anything, so I go Eternium Rover. And on second turn, he goes Armor. I can go Flanky, or yeah, and I get the Armageddon. So here's just basic gaming and nothing at all. You know, just sit back and wait for his moves. So I get the Snip Snap, and I also put them together to make damage, and also look for his shield block and shield slam, board removal. You know, warriors have many board removals, but they might be sometimes stupid, so they will be wasting their board removals on nonsense things. So you aim to get them. You aim to get brawl. You aim to get shield slam. These are your priorities. You get to try to get the warpath. So here goes another flanky. I want to keep my flanky alive, and also get armor from my Eternium Rover, so I make this trade, and I am going good at the moment. I have my Armageddon low, and everything seems fine for me. In here, I might kill all my board, or I could just go Shield Slam and kill the Abomination. So this is not a difficult choice. This is not a sophist choice. So you can easily go Shield Slam on that and keep moving. Not a big problem. We don't have many things to use Shield Slam for. in this matchup. So you don't have to be very cautious about your shield slam. Your brawl is important, your execute is important sometimes, but shield slam is meh. So first mistake, he trades that for that. This means I got the tempo and I'm going to use it. So, and in these matchups, going for Dr. Boom before your opponent, it really improves your chance to win. So I will be discovering a mech, dealing 1 damage to all minions or whatever. So, yes. Safeguard, buff with my Armadillo. My mummy is not dead, so it doesn't trigger my reborn effect. I'm looking for a war pet here. This is another board removal from him. So I am just so happy. I will be going Armadillo, and the lucky draw Tomb Warden here comes up, and my Armadillo buffs 3 minions and 4 minions, and also one of them is another Armadillo, so I will get to use another one. And Shield Slam incoming. We are going on 10 mana range, so I should be more cautious about discovering because Warrior incoming. It's a nice pick, to be honest, instead of Galvanizer. You will be getting 5 more damage, which is not expected from Control or Highlander warriors at all. So there is the surprise element for your game. I mean, nobody expects 5 extra damage from a warrior in a game, so here you go. You have the surprise element as well. I clear the Omega Devastator and keep the mechs alive, wanting him to trade these mechs. So here we go. Turn on him. Dynamatic comes. Because of Dr. Boom, he has to trade one of his snip snaps, which is fine by me because look at my hero power. You know what time is it. Um, this warrior, to be honest, there are a lot of warriors in the meta, okay, but most of them do not know how to play. Um, if there is like 100 warriors in the meta, and 95% of them don't know how to play. They just go to the website, they just copy the deck, they see some streamers, and they say, "Oh, I spent 10k plus dust on this deck. I should be legendary," and this is the result. So most of the people are not aware how to play Control Warrior. So here it goes. I could use just Plague, but no, I haven't used my Whirlwind, so I just take my armor, Ziliac, Surprise Element, and I'm always aiming to lower his shield. Ziliac's incoming. Nice trade from him, to be honest, but not going to be enough. In this game, in this particular game, I was very lucky, to be honest, because I picked everything I needed, and he was a bit late, so I can't blame him, but his play style is bad. So, I have Shield Block and Acolyte of Pain options. I didn't drop them as I mentioned before on the intro. So, in this matchup, you want your opponent to go Fatigue first. Every card matters, so you just keep them in your hand, do nothing, and hold still. So, in this phase, I should go Tomb Warden because I'm going to be overdrawing. And this is a bad idea since you have your important cards in your deck. Yeah, Harrison Jones incoming. Let's see what I'm going to drop. This is the worst situation ever for Warrior because you have to drop something, and if you can't, you will be facing with overdraw, and overdraw is not a friend of ours. So let's just keep it that way. I'm looking for a brawl or a super collider or whatever he has to offer. I'm gonna take it. It's good for me. Just do the trades, and we're okay. Restless Mommy incoming. Good board clear, by the way, from him. Nice stuff. He has the armor, so he won't be taking a lot of damage. And this is a control war between him and me, so we will see what will happen. I'm just going to use my Super Collider against He's most of the warriors do not use Harrison Jones anymore, but maybe if he uses and maybe if he wants to draw cards from it, I'm just trying to be, how to say, just give him a surprise element. So if he draws, that will be good for me. So as I recall correctly, he haven't used any shield blocks in this game, so he knows how to play a warrior, but he is not an expert of it. So this is good for me. So this is the first overdraw. Yes, and it's a whirlwind. It's okay, not a big problem. I think he will be brawling at this time. This is where the panic starts for a warrior. Like most people are thinking, oh, my opponent has 32 armor, what I'm gonna do? So no problems at all. No problems at all. Just be uh, calm and play with it. So in this situation, I'm stuck again, and I have a difficult choice to make. So I'm not using my Zilliax because I'm gonna need it on late game, perhaps. Massive lifesteal amount, it should be like 75 or something like that, 76 or something like that. Divine Shield, Taunt, I might need it late game, so I go for this. So Hacklebot, I will be preferring Hacklebot because if you haven't choose his Elysiana, he might dropping it, and this is a clear win for me. So I'm looking for that. And I missed a 1 damage from my Microbot, but it's okay. It's a warrior versus warrior. No biggies, no biggies. Armor up, Tomb Warden, 5 to 8, and I burned my Zephyrs. This is bad. This is way too bad. And yeah, Hacklebot and another Taunt. It's okay, I guess. I go Omega Devastator as well. I do not want anything on the board. Also, Hacklebot gives me advantage to draw for him. So this is good for me. This is good for him. Bulldozer incoming. And my big game hunter is right there waiting for him. 4 extra damage from Devastator. Everything seems fine. Unless we burn to Zephyrs. That's okay, in my opinion. That's okay. Uh, Zephyrs is more essential for Murloc Paladins to get silence. Quest Paladins also for silence. Mage, it works better on these matchups, but a warrior, I don't know. Probably it will give me, how to say, probably it will give me Tyrion following, so I will be using his weapon. Another Warpath incoming, that's okay. I'm using the advantage of using Dr. Boom, and this is far beyond good for me. And another Discover, I empty my hand, I'm ready to use any card that I want. So here it goes. I could go Explodination, but it's nowhere to be honest. So I will be going Assembly as well and Faithful Lumi incoming. Vicious Scrap Out is a very good card. You can use it with your Zilliax, so you also get lifesteal and also armor from it, which is our Zilliax is buffed, so it will be 9 damage and 9 armor for us, 9 heal for us. So what is there to hesitate? So keep it. If you got it, keep it. Don't waste it for 2 armor, 2 damage, whatever. Don't waste it. There was a mistake from me, to be honest. I shouldn't be using that 2 to 6 minion for an empty board. I'm looking for taunt options, but I also want to empty my hand. So here goes an Omega Devastator and board clear from him. He is just trying to maintain the control over the game. So he's trying, but let's see if he can. And I'm going to use my MCT. On these matchups, you will be using your MCT on these situations. I'm sorry, but you won't be able to get a minion from their side unless they are using low cost minions or something like that, but it's not quite possible. So I'm on crossroads again. I'm going to take Beryllium Nullifier, I guess. I'm not gonna be able to use any of them, so I use my Execute to take last card on my deck. Should be Brawl, and let's see what it comes. This is a mistake, to be honest, clearing MCT while he could be able to use Elysiana, and this gives one more fatigue, and I will be going Elysiana. I will be going Elysiana, and this game starts now. To be honest, it starts now, and you have to play here. Boom River, good option. I could have taken the Plague of Raid, but I don't think he has many minions. He might get from Elysiana. These are very bad picks. These are very bad picks. It, it, the Boom River was a great option, but others are pure shit. So to be honest, I'm not going to censor that, but others are way too bad. Boom River, we want Boom River on this matchup because it's also a mech. He attacks and also draws a copy of a minion from our deck. We might have a big minions like Nosdormal, like something like that, but why not? Why not taking my Boom River? It's a great legendary card if you find from Discovery or Elysiana. Not to use on your deck, to be honest. So I have 9 cards and I will be having 10 cards. So I should putting something in. I should be putting something. I was keeping my Brewmaster for my Elysiana, but he just sent his Shield Slam. So no more Elysiana for us. And the Clockwork Goblin. I go for Clockwork Goblin because in these rounds, it matters a lot to have extra bomb in your opponent's deck because they are going to fatigue anyway. So why not? Finding a Range Caliber Clockwork Goblin in your Elysiana might be a game changer, so keep them. You need them. 5 extra damage. Whatever you need more. The problem is, if we had a Youthful Brewmaster, Baleful Banker or something like that, this game was lost. This game was pretty lost, and very bad play comes from him. I mean, just look at this play. Just look. You see my hero power. I mean, that was bad. That was bad. Nullifier goes on board, looking for a board control. Anything he can offer, I'm okay with it. Also, I'm trying to test his cards from his deck. So, which means I'm looking for something to board remove. I want to explore his card option. I want to see what he has. So, this is why I go aggressive. Okay, Harrison Jones probably going to up. I'm not using Ziliax. If I go Ziliax, it means I'm choked, I'm panicking. So, I'm not gonna use Ziliax. I'm just gonna sit back and wait whatever he has to offer. So I have 64 in health and he has 32. I'm an advantage, but I want to keep it that way. This might change in a few seconds, so I have to be cautious about this. I have to read every move he makes. So let's see. Okay. 9 to 1 and another Mogushun Waller. I guess he couldn't pick any good as well, so yeah. I want to use Discover so badly. This is a game changer, guys. To be honest, this is a game changer. So I use my Goblin. And I should have gone for Brewmaster as well, but I prefer this way. I could have gone for that, but it seems okay for me at the moment. So this is just a cat and the rat situation, and he's just that. No way out from this situation. I still have my brawl and I'm going to use it. I picked that dragon card because uh, maybe I would have a synergy. It was my first card, so I thought that maybe I would have a synergy. I use my acolyte as well to empty my hand and not to draw any cards from it. Let's see. Boom River incoming. And the Leper Gnome. Huge applause to Leper Gnome. A throwback to old warriors, I guess. It was it was weird. Um so here the play is another Boom River. You go for it. He doesn't have any option to answer to my Boom River. I spent his rolls and stuff. Countess Ashmore. I don't know why does he picks that, but also he draws another card, which is good for me. Keep drawing, keep drawing, keep drawing. So in here, I could clear the board, but nah, I just went for the damage. I need the damage. You should be clear about the lines in this warrior. You have to go aggressive sometimes. You have to go lurker sometimes to wait your opponent to decide what to do. But I love going aggressive when it's not necessary. So it will be surprising your opponent. As you know, in the top tier meta decks, all the decks are the same. Everyone knows what your opponent will play, what you will play. It's memorized. So going for a surprise element, few changes on your deck makes it better. So I think okay, he just tried to show me his hand, I guess, and he loses here because eventually I will be blowing that two bombs and it's a win. So if he shows his hand, I show my hand. There's my Zodiacs, and here it how the game ends.